Hey everybody, Travis here with my beautiful lady Antoinette. This interesting adventure. Today we got some work done this morning, and then we went on a hike. If you're not following our Snapchat,
Didn't work out too well.
follow us on Snapchat. You can see what really goes on during the day. The hike was great. It went awesome. She didn't have boots on, and her ankle was hurting because the hill was steep. So you gotta have the right equipment. It's beautiful here in California though today. And I just wanted to bring you a message about how the world is changing for your better. And we're part of something that's going on. And I know a lot of my friends are taking part in this worldwide global change with the economy, the internet, technology, e-commerce, entrepreneurship. So whatever you're involved in, take some value away from this. I actually wrote some notes. I was going to do this on YouTube, but I decided to go live and share it with all you beautiful people on Facebook. But this is just a talk on becoming an entrepreneur, and Antoinette and I were going over our notes this weekend. We sat in a 3-day intensive workshop for entrepreneurs, business people that want to get into business, personal development, and it was deep diving, going into yourself, your person, your mindset, skills you could learn, just things to change your future. So after going over our notes, I started talking, and she said you should film that and talk about it. So
yeah, it was insightful.
I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but I hang out with a lot of sharp tools, so it sharpens my sword. So you'll only get as sharp as the people you hang out with and the books you read. And I was blessed to be able to introduce to personal development over 10 years ago, and being raised in construction industry, so I have a bad connection. So I was just raised around a bunch of construction workers.
Thanks, Alex.
And I didn't know about reading books and improving your life, but hanging out this weekend with Mel and Kate Cutler, we were able to see where our future is going to head. If we align ourselves with really good people, sharp people, we're going to end up in the destination we want. And so the fact is that when you go against the crowd, you're going to have opposition. When you go against the norm, you're going to have opposition because you're not going. So if all the fish are going in the same direction, or imagine horses running, everyone's going in the same direction, it's a lot easier for you to go in that direction. But if you want to turn around and go the opposite direction, it's a lot harder. So how do you do what you want to do if you're not going to go with the crowd? You must find other people that align with what you want to do, and that's hard. You have to seek them out. And so what we've done as entrepreneurs is we've always seeked out the 1% of people that want to live the life of their dreams and change the world. And it's not easy. We have to travel, and you have to really seek out, because most of the people that get home from work turn on the television and just are fed whatever the media wants to feed them. But you can change that. You can be different. You can seek out things that really will give you the life you want. And living out here in California, we've had the opportunity to meet a lot of wonderful people, and people that really live their dreams. We've been able to go up to the Hollywood Hills and overlook the whole city, and you can literally see the different mindsets of people, how they live. Just what they think about and who they associate with will determine their community. And when you're up on top of LA looking over it, you can see physically differences in how people wake up in the morning, what they do with their day, and how they spend their time will give them their neighborhood, their life, their community, their friends, and it's a vast difference. So in Skid Row, we have 40,000 homeless in LA here. 47,000 that live on the streets. And then within a 10-minute drive, you can go be in Beverly Hills, where the houses look like museums and
20,
just
40,
hotels.
$50 million homes.
Yeah, there's $100 million home. I mean, there's no limit on the wealth in the world, but in the same city, you can have people that live on the street, are addicted to drugs, and don't know where their next meal is coming from.
Not everyone's addicted to drugs. Some people just had a hard hand.
Some people just have, a bad day, and they end up there. They didn't believe in themselves enough to overcome their challenges. But even if you had a bad day, you got to know that someone out there needs your skills, someone out there needs your love, and no one wants to see you down and out. But I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about changing the world by being around the people that you love and aligning yourself with really good people. So the fact is that you go against the grain, you're going to find opposition. But we're in the age of the entrepreneur. Everything has changed. No longer is the entrepreneur the local flower shop, or the real estate investor, or the dentist, or restaurant even. Now you can use the power of the internet to become master in your niche or a leader in your industry, and you can create a life for yourself, and you can sell that product or idea to the world. So this concept just keeps going further and further. Yes, last night we were listening to a podcast of a lady. Her name is Amy Porterfield. If anybody knows who she is, she teaches online marketing, and she sells courses. And through her development and her ability to learn, well, the hummingbird is here, is attacking the lady. It's a hummingbird.
No, it's not. What is it?
It's a hummingbird.
Oh no. It's a Japanese beetle.
In the middle of the video.
A hummingbird. Oh.
Hey Travis, how you doing? So the lady just got attacked by a beetle.
The last time there was one of those around, I'm like, get it! And he literally like grabbed it out of the air in his hand. He's like, here, honey. I'm like, oh fuck no.
Watch out for the wildlife. The wildlife will get you. Oh my goodness.
We're on Facebook Live.
All right, so back to the thing. The entrepreneur is no longer the local shop or the local business like it used to be. But we have a new age where you can sell a digital product, or you can be a personality. There's people on YouTube that don't sell a product. They're a personality that entertain, teach, or do news, and they make money to feed their family through ads. So the TV is even changing. No longer is TV ratings going up every year. TV ratings are going down, the numbers of people that are watching TV, and they're live streaming shows they want on the internet. So the demand for products is no longer a push to market. It's pull. When you want a product or a service, you go on the internet, you type it in, you either have it sent to your house through the mail, or you digitally receive that product through your TV, computer, or phone. And so with a pull to market, everything has changed. I was just eating some eggs at this restaurant here. Wonderful eggs. Well, guess what? Now you can go on Amazon and have farm fresh organic eggs delivered to your house in less than 24 hours for less than you can get them at the grocery store. So organic eggs cost about $5 generally out here, and I just checked on Amazon. It's $4.49, and they'll deliver them to your house. Like
Amazon Prime plug.
Who would have thought you could get all your groceries delivered? And I'm sure it's not in every area of the world, but you can have your groceries delivered locally through the internet. And so everything has changed. What this means for you is that if you're still using this old model of go to school, get a good job, work hard, people get out of school, they think, oh, I'm gonna go for a career.
Right.
If you're still in that mindset, you gotta catch up with the times, because this isn't happening anymore. There isn't people receiving pensions and 401ks like they were when your mom and your grandpa and your grandma were around. This is a lot different of a world. See, the whole thing is with the revolution of the internet, now the corporations don't need people to stay around and do something that they can outsource to others, countries overseas, and also computers have changed the way manufacturing is going, and the development of everything and now is in the worldwide marketplace. So 50 years ago, if you were going to open a company, you would need to hire employees. They come into a building every day, they go to work, they put their uniform on, and they go to work for you. But now you can have people in Indonesia with the click of a button be working for you. My wife is involved with a healthcare company back in Florida, so we live in California. She consults for a company we're in California, she's consulting for people in Florida, and they have work that's also being done overseas. The patients are in Florida, but a lot of the work can be done anywhere in the world now through the power of the internet. So the coolest thing is now, this is kind of hard to grasp, is the internet's not even a real thing. It's an idea that all these people are tied together. Some of it goes through wire, some of it goes through air, through digital. But this whole web of people now has shortened the gap between two human beings. I have a friend that lives in Portugal, and him and I met on the internet, and we can talk through this screen just like this. So no longer are you tied to who's in your town. Yeah, there's no more pay phones on the corner, to call for, okay, remember 10, 20 years ago, you had to go to a payphone, call somebody for a ride,
wait for the letter
hope they were home.
Hey, Ariane.
Hey. If they weren't home, you had to leave a message on an old school message machine. Then you waited, they got home, they checked their message, then they would call you back. Like, the world is a lot different. No more copper wires.
Business deal could take months to happen. Nowadays, it could happen via text.
Yeah. So this whole thing is part of your life. Everyone watching this video right now, I hope you're taking advantage of the internet. I hope you're not looking for a job right now. I hope you're creating a job for yourself. Creating a way to become a powerful leader in your industry that you choose and go out there and help somebody. Learn what you know, or you're going to provide a service to others and they will reward you for it.
Or a product.
Yeah, or a product. Everything is in your power right now of your hands. Everything that you want to dream about, you can create by aligning yourself with people that believe in you and that know how to do what you want to do. And if you don't know what you want to know, you have to go find out. Discover who you are. Discover who deep down inside you are and who you want to be. Because unfortunately, a lot of us had dreams, goals, and desires that were stomped out by somebody that told us we can't do that. I know my wife tells a story when she was in like 2nd grade or something. The teacher said, "You can't do that." And what? Like,
you know those days that they asked you, so what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I recall telling my 2nd grade teacher, I went to school in London, Foxborough Elementary School, I remember, and I told Mrs. Ford, I remember her name, I said, I'm going to be a lawyer because my godparents are attorneys. And do you know what she said to me? Oh, why would you want to do that? You could work at McDonald's. I went home and I told my stepfather and my mother what this teacher had said, and thankfully I had proactive parents. I didn't have the perfect childhood, but I had parents that cared about how well I did in school. So the next day, my stepfather marched his butt down to my classroom and pretty much told this lady about herself, and then told the administration about her and her teaching methods. So it's very, very important to realize that, just like we learned in the Success Academy's Entrepreneur Revolution this weekend, we don't realize from 0 to 7, those are your like most formative years, and things are happening in our lives that limit us so much. So after I went through the program, and that's just a small part of the program, we're going to we committed to go through a lot more of the programs to change our mindset. So it's not just about having a product, having an idea, and then saying, okay, I'm going to go out there and put it out there, but you really have to change your mindset. And I lived with a lot of fear of what people thought about me, or what people would say about me, or, you know, I would never even talk into this camera. Travis could tell you I would run away. So something definitely changed in my limiting belief mindset. Like, I believe I am worth listening to. You know, I have something to share that is powerful, that's going to change people's lives, and so do you. But don't be afraid just because that manager or that boss tells you, I'm sorry, that's not your job, or whatever. Figure out what it is that you remember daydreaming about. Daydream again. It's okay. You know, don't have nightmares. Have a daydream. Sorry, I digress. Go back.
Good rant, baby. I love it. Yeah, so we're here to support you guys in your dreams, goals, whatever you want. I know that Antoinette and I have helped a lot of people. Some of them give credit, some of them don't. It's unfortunate that not everyone realizes what they have in the world, and the people around you can really help you. So if it's not us, reach out to somebody that will really want to see you succeed. Absolutely. And want to push you to the next level.
We want to see you succeed. That's why we're doing this. We are your biggest cheerleader. I don't care who you are. If we've never even met, if you came to us and told us, Antoinette and Travis, this is my ideas, this is where my goals and my dreams and my vision is, do you know what? Not only would we be cheering you on, we'd try and help you get there. So you're not alone. You may be feeling alone with your family, your friends, because we have family and friends that do not believe in us. But every time that we get to that next level of success, all of a sudden they're right there, you know, and usually with their hand out. But that's all right, because we're still givers, and that's another key thing. You have to be a giver, you know, and whatever product and service you offer, always bring value, add value, give so you get. I'm sorry.
This one here is, hey Mel, you've created a monster. She was afraid to talk in the camera, now she's ready to go for it.
I think I ate breakfast, a good breakfast.
Feel better with breakfast? Alright, so I'm just going to finish up my notes here, and then we'll bless everybody with a happy day. So the idea that you're part of this whole thing called the internet is what you're going to have to use. You're going to have to go ahead and become part of this massive movement. Now, you may not see this massive movement going on because still in your community, sorry about the ambulance.
At least it's not a police chase you're witnessing.
So, can you guys hear me okay? The thing is, you got to take part of this massive movement. You may not see it in your community right now because your community looks pretty much the same as it did 10 years ago. People are driving, they're going to work every day. The hospitals are operating, the fire trucks, you know, the ambulance, everything's going on like that. But this internet movement, there's people on the internet every day that are creating their life. They're creating a product or service, or they're doing something that they dreamed about. And you can find those people through blogs, through Facebook groups, through other mentors, through other leaders, and connect yourself with them. Don't be afraid. I've made friends on the internet. Some of them I don't know if I'll ever meet in person, you know, they live in other parts of the world, but I've made friends on the internet that are my best friends now, and we see each other, know each other, and because of that power of using the digital technology, things have changed in our lives and our friends' lives. We want to give value to them. So this 1% of people that's creating the world, you can become part of it. You know, Jeff Bezos with the eggs thing, you know, whoever thought the guy that was selling books would be able to sell groceries through the power of the internet, through communication and transportation, which have always been big industries, but now the whole thing is flipped upside down on its head. So we love you all. Thanks for joining us. Like our page, This Interesting Adventure. We're here to give you help in your business adventures and just inspire you to create, dream, and go bigger. So from Claremont, California, signing out. We love you all. Have a blessed day.